Good evening. Shall we start? Okay. So let's take a moment to find a comfortable posture. And if there are any tensions in the body, certain places, the tightness, heaviness and so forth, please feel free to stretch just a little bit. If that stretching, if it helps, it may help soften some of those tensions. Maybe stretching the neck, that might help. And let's take a moment to just briefly check in with our body and mind, bodily sensations, just bringing attention to our chest, our shoulders, neck. See how that body landscape, inner landscape feels like. In what state it is. Does it feel tense or relaxed or somewhat relaxed? Whatever sensations may be unfolding there, do they feel pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? And beyond these physical sensations, what may be preoccupying our mind right now? Are there any issues that we may be just ruminating with? Certain worries, agitations, just general feeling of anxiousness or unease. Or instead there is a sense of ease, joy, excitement. What state is our mind right now? Checking in this way, if we do notice any degree of tensions in the body, such as tightness, certain unpleasant feelings, heaviness, pressures and so forth, or just certain inner feelings of worries, agitations, feeling down. If we notice our body and mind are to some degree in this states of tension, maybe we can take a few deep breaths with which to see if we can soften some of those tensions as we breathe in, just taking full in-breath. With that, inhaling refreshing, nourishing air, rich, with life-giving oxygen. For that matter, as we breathe in, just breathing in the blessings, all the qualities that may nourish our body and mind. With the in-breath, just take that in, to let it infuse with our body and mind. And as we exhale, just long and full exhalation. Just with that, releasing, the letting go of those worries, those agitations, those tensions in the body and mind. They were allowing our body and mind to just come to settle in any degree of this unfolding sense of ease and calm that we connect with. Just resting it there. As needed, take one or two more of this refreshing in-breath to nourish our body and mind. And with the outgoing breath, clearing, releasing those tensions that we may be feeling. Further, allowing our body and mind to come to settle some degree of this unfolding ease and calm. From this place of calm, ease, let's just take a moment to connect with our deeper aspirations. What is it that we really wish for us and perhaps for in our society? How fundamental our aspiration to be happy, to be healthy, to be free of suffering, pain, anguish, and to see the community around in which we belong in a more peaceful, more compassionate culture, more harmonious. And for greater happiness, health, well-being, and the greater degree of freedom from our suffering, including emotional turmoils and like that, aware that along with the external circumstances, the conditions, more fundamental parts are our internal, our inner emotions, attitudes, dispositions, certain tendencies. When they are not appropriate, they are not conducive for our well-being, that how these dispositions, karmic and emotional, despite our wish to be happy, how they can contribute to our problems, despite our wish to see our family, the environment around us more harmonious like that, we can contribute to certain disharmony and so forth. So let's say that we need to, at the least, heal from these unhealthy attitudes, dispositions, and that we can do by turning to the Buddhas, Dharma and the Sangha, going refuge. With such the protection of the three jewels, to some degree of psychological sense of safety and protection, we can turn our attention to other sentient beings about their predicament, leading to great compassion and bodhicitta. So let's take the refuge and take a few moments to cultivate bodhicitta. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma and the Supreme Sangha. Through the virtues of giving and so forth that I do, may I achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma and the Supreme Sangha. Through the virtues of giving and so forth that I do, may I achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Wholeheartedly, turning to the Buddhas, the Dharma and the Sangha, just feel like we receive their protection, their blessings in the form of lights, nectars, emanating from them in front of us, just completely soaking our whole being, clearing such illnesses, negativities, enhancing our positive qualities, potentials. Here we receive that caring protection of the three jewels coming under that protection. Just sit with that, what it feels like. That sense of security. Having these three sources as the support for us. And with that sense of support, sense of safety, from this place of secure base, if you will, just attune to other sentient beings, just like us, wanting to be happy. Same fundamental aspirations to be happy, to be free from suffering. Of course, they too are under the influence of ignorance, afflictive emotions, and afflictive karmic dispositions, and like that, these mother sentient beings. They are unable to enjoy the very happiness that they seek, and instead confronted with various challenges, predicaments. Attuning to this situation of our mother sentient beings, let the compassion, the love arise, even if it is with a little bit of effort, to want them to be happy and want them to be free from suffering and the causes that contribute to their suffering. And here, as we have this rare opportunity, like so many other sentient beings at the moment don't have, that is that we are born in a very conducive condition, as if born with this human body, at the time where the teachings are available, teachers are available. We have this evolved cognitive mental abilities to understand Dharma and have the leisure to practice, to implement it. Here we can't make the use of this, extract the meaning, take the full advantage of this opportune time, moment that we have, to pursue our full awakening so that we can be in a maximum benefit to sentient beings. As you arouse such bodhicitta, aspiration to be fully enlightened, to benefit all beings, just sit with that deep resolve. Perhaps to deepen such a resolve, maybe just when we can once again specifically bring our attention to the sentient beings, the happiness, lasting happiness that they are missing, the suffering that they are encountering. giving rise to love and compassion, they want to be happy and for them to be free from suffering. Any happiness that they have, taking delight, the joy in them, but also attuning to the fact that sentient beings, our well-being and cultivation this depend on, to some degree, transcending our biases, whereby the biases in which we hold some close and other distant. But as we can attune to our common humanity, bringing that equanimity towards all beings. So let's cultivate this by reciting these four immeasurables. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be never be separate, joy that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger, not holding some close and others distant. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be separated from the joy that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger, not holding some close and others distant. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be separated from the joy that is free from sorrow. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger, not holding some close and others distant. Take a moment to just sit with these four immeasurables, these deep wishes for the others to be happy, be free from suffering, not be separated from the joy, the happiness they have, and for them to have the equanimity, not caught in these extreme biases, but have the more equanimity towards others. With these four immeasurables, cultivating this, further as we attune to our bodhicitta resolve, that out of this love, compassion, wanting to help all beings and to relieve, alleviate their suffering, seeing that we can do in the most effective ways if we are fully enlightened. And this too, if we can do it as quickly as possible. And for that, this precious human life that we have, here is a real opportunity for us to advance in this inner realizations, inner cultivation. But this life is short and unpredictable when it will end. And even when we are alive, the various illnesses, they can undermine our health, the capacity to put that is in our practices, and the illnesses that can also cause the untimely deaths. So let's seek the Guru Medicine Buddha's blessings, support, for us to have good health and the longevity, so that we can really use this precious human life that we have, endowed with this rare and extraordinary opportunities for us to grow. Let's, in that sense, cultivate this intention to engage, the motivation to do this practice in that context, to become fully enlightened as quickly, to be able to help all. For that, being healthy and having long life, we can progress, advance in this path. Especially for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will quickly, very quickly, attain the precious state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. For this reason, I will practice the yoga method of Guru Medicine Buddha. Especially for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will quickly, very quickly, attain the precious state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. For this reason, I will practice the yoga method of Guru Medicine Buddha. Especially for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will quickly, very quickly, attain the precious state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. For this reason, I will practice the yoga method of Guru Medicine Buddha. Just sit with this intention to engage in the Guru Medicine Buddha practice. For these purposes, to have good health, long life, so that we can progress on this path to full enlightenment, thereby to be able to help other beings in a maximum way. And as we engage in this practice, whereby we can attune to the Medicine Buddha and make requests coming from this intention to have all beings. Let's here invoke the Medicine Buddha's presence right above our head. About 4 inches above the crown of my head is a lotus flower. In the center of the lotus is a white moon disk, and seated on the moon disk is my root guru, the Dharmakaya essence of all the Buddhas, in the form of Medicine Buddha. He is blue in color, and his body radiates blue light. His right hand, in the mudra of granting sublime realization, rests on his right knee and holds the stem of Arura plant between thumb and first finger. His left hand is in the mudra of concentration, holds a lapis lazuli ball filled with nectar. He is seated in the full Vajra position and is wearing the 3-colored robes of a monk. He has all the signs and qualities of a Buddha. Just take a few moments to be in the Medicine Buddha's presence as vividly, bringing that presence as alive as we can. Bring that presence above our head. And most importantly, with firm conviction that as we seek his presence, the Medicine Buddha, out of his pledged infinite compassion for all beings, to help with the healing. When we seek, Medicine Buddha's presence is indeed present above our head. So deep conviction in Guru Medicine Buddha's compassion and pledge the commitment to help us with our purification as we, with open heart, as we seek his blessings. It is that compassion, unbounded compassion, and his commitment to help will spontaneously, Guru Medicine Buddha's blessings for our healing will emanate. So let's request with that conviction. The fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully completed Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, Guru Medicine Buddha, King of Lapis Light, to you I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. The fully realized destroyers of all phenomena, fully completed Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, Guru Medicine Buddha, King of Lapis Light, to you I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings ripen for myself and others. The fully realized destroyer for all defilement, fully completed Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, Guru Medicine Buddha, King of Blessed Light, to you I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. As we make this request from the depth of our heart, and will continue with this supplication with reciting the mantra of the Guru Medicine Buddha. Let's here read this paragraph here, so that as we are requesting the blessing with the mantra, that we can see the Guru responding to our request by emanating these lights, healing lights and so forth, in 3 phases as we request. So just to familiarize with that visualization, to go with our mantra recitation. Let's recite this. Granting my request from the heart and the holy body of the King of Medicine, Guru Medicine Buddha, infinite rays of light pour down completely, filling my body from the head to toe. They purify all my disease and afflictions, as well as my negative karma and mental obscurations. In the nature of the light, my body becomes as clean and clear as crystal. The light rays pour down twice more, each time filling my body with blissful, clean, clear light which I absorb. And this is how we will visualize as we make the request on page 13 with 3 times. Let's do it with the long mantra recitation, and then we will do the short one. Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekate Guru Betruya Prabharazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tyatha Om Bhekate Maha Bhekate Raja Samogate Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekate Guru Betruya Prabharazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tyatha Om Bhekate Maha Bhekate Raja Samogate Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekate Guru Betruya Prabharazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tyatha Om Bhekate Maha Bhekate Raja Samogate Swaha. Tyatha Om Bhekate Maha Bhekate Raja Samogate Swaha. Tyatha Om Bhekate Maha Bhekate Raja Samogate Swaha. As we wholeheartedly make this request for the Guru Medicine Buddha's blessings, as indicated in the paragraph that we just read, see the Guru Medicine Buddha above our head, from the mantra at his heart. Light rays radiate, healing, purifying, with the nectars. These emanating nectars also in the ball that he is holding in his left hand, the nectar of medicine that heal our illnesses, physical, mental, emotional. Nectar of immortality. Clearing our untimely death, and nectar of wisdom, cleansing, clearing the contamination of our mind, anger, attachment, jealousy and so forth, greed and so forth, including their dispositions. These nectars, as the first here, the first phase, descend onto us like a waterfall, just totally covering our whole body, washing away our illnesses, negativities, and the nectars entering through the crown of our head, from the crown of our head, every part, every cell by cell, as these nectars fill downwards, dispelling any of our illnesses, traces of the sources of illnesses, including our afflictive emotions and action patterns. They dispel, wash downwards as the nectars fill all the way down to our feet, the toes, just completely dispelling these illnesses, negativities. Our body becomes crystal clear and our mind clear and pure, free from those illnesses and negativities. Make this request for all our mother sentient beings and see the Guru Medicine Buddha from above our head, emanating lights with each light beam with the nectars kind of going through this, reaching the sentient beings around, entering into those nectars also from the top down as they fill and dispelling their illnesses, negativities and so forth. Tadyatha Om Bekhatse Bekhatse Maham Bekhatse Bekhatse Radha Samangate Soha Tadyatha Om Bekhatse Bekhatse Maham Bekhatse Bekhatse Radha Samangate Soha. While making these supplications, reciting these mantras for the Guru Medicine Buddha's healing nectars, the blessings, just see the Guru Medicine Buddha responding to our request, emanating those lights and nectars from his mantras at his heart. And these nectars, together with the nectars in his bowl that he is holding in his left hand, these nectars descend onto us like the stream of this purifying, healing nectars through the crown of our head, just reaching all the way down to our feet. From there, as these nectars fill upwards, dispelling subtler, any remaining subtler illnesses, sources of illnesses, the very karmic and emotional dispositions and like that, are dispelled through the pores of our body and like that as the nectars fill all the way up to the crown of our head, overflowing there. Our body free from those illnesses, mind free from those contaminations. The body becomes even more crystal clear and the mind pure and clear of such negativities. See the same Mother sentient beings receiving the same as we request Guru Medicine Buddha's blessings for their purification in this bottom-up process. Tatyatha Om Bhekate Bhekate Maha Bhekate Bhekate Rata Samangate Swaha Tyatha Om Bhekate Bhekate Maha Bhekate Bhekate Rata Samangate Swaha Rata Samangate Swaha Tyatha Om Bhekate Bhekate Maha Bhekate. And here, during this third and final phase, as we make this heartfelt request, by reciting this mantra, Tatyatha, it is thus, the healer, the great healer, the healer king. To purify our negativity, the illnesses and negativities, heal our illnesses and so forth. Just understand that source of our suffering, illnesses, are varied. Some external, of course, but the inner, our unhealthy actions, emotions, but they all come down to fundamentally our suffering, illness, our suffering is grounded in our being this unenlightened being that we're operating with fundamental ignorance, misconception of who we are and others, seeing ourselves, holding ourselves to be as existing concretely, absolutely independently. This misconception is the root of all suffering, but it's not grounded in reality. It is a misconception. See this misconception as a mass of darkness in the center of our chest. And as we request the Guru Medicine Buddha's blessings for healing, for immortality, and the wisdom of clearing these contaminations of the mind down to the root. See the Guru Medicine Buddha emanating those nectars and lights from his heart, and the nectar from his bowl holding in his left hand. This enter into us like a big beam of nectar light, instantaneously filling our bodies, just totally filling on the spot, transforming that darkness, the ignorance, bringing us in touch with our own primordial purity, where our mind is in tune with the reality of interdependence and absence of having any true existence. See the Guru Medicine Buddha as we request such healing blessing for all mother sentient beings. Same thing, those nectars emanating from him and in our ball reaching the sentient beings, entering into them and instantaneously feeling and clearing their ignorance, heal the illnesses, suffering from the very root, that is ignorance, transforming ours, others' bodies, even more crystal clear nature of the light and mind, free from such misconception of the distortion. We are in touch with the primordial reality. Tadyatha Om Bhekase Bhekase Maha Bhekase Bhekase Rasa Samangate Swaha. Just sit for a moment with a deep sense of joy, rejoicing that with Guru's blessings, here the blessings that we have received, the healing. And to the extent that we have this earnest request through Buddha's infinite compassion, that those negativities are purified, cleansed. And as we requested, Guru Medicine Buddha's blessing for our mother sentient beings, people around us. As the Guru Medicine Buddha's blessings reach them and bringing those healing, the blessings. Yes. Notice how it feels of this healing, the cleansing. And let's now receive the Guru Medicine Buddha's presence, inseparable presence into us. Page 14. The Guru Medicine Buddha melts into light and absorbs into my heart. My mind becomes inseparably one with the Dharmakaya, the essence of all the Buddhas. So the Medicine Buddha above our head, as the essence of all the Buddhas, as he melts into light, his cushions of lotus and moon melt into light into him. He too, into that blue wisdom light, as the synthesis of all the Buddhas, comes, enters into us. At the very heart, center of our chest, our own primordial dimensions of our body, speech and mind is manifesting as a blue light. Guru Medicine Buddha comes and merges into us there like the water poured into water, becoming of one taste, one nature, with our body, speech and mind at the deepest level. And maintaining this inseparable presence to some degree, let's dedicate the merits. Due to these merits, may we soon attain the state of Medicine Buddha, so that we may lead all sentient beings to that awakened state. May the sublime and precious Bodhisattva not yet be born. May that which has been born not decline, but increase forevermore. Please take a moment to dedicate these merits for peace, healing, harmony and happiness for all beings, for there not to be more wars, epidemics, natural disasters. Let's dedicate this towards enlightened beings to continue to appear among us as our spiritual teachers, to guide in various forms their teachings to flourish and teaching holders to live long. Let's take a moment to dedicate. If there are any specific person or the people that you like to dedicate. There are those who are part of this community. If you are aware of some members in our community, like Carl Brown, Libby Gates, and or members of our community that you know that who may be suffering, with certain emotional loss from loss and so forth and so on. Please take a moment, or if you have somebody in your own family, relatives or communities, who you notice that they are struggling with illness, with their uncertainty, they need protection and so forth. Let's dedicate our thoughts and prayers, these merits, for their protection, for their healing, for their well-being. And let's dedicate, as we conclude this practice, let's dedicate these merits to his long life and good health of His Holiness the Dalai Lama and other great masters, for that matter other beings from any tradition, any religious tradition, or those who may not be religious leaders, but who are the source of inspiration for love, compassion, peace for so many people on this earth. May they live long and have good health and their altruistic aspiration for this world be realized soon. Thank you. Have a good evening. Stay warm. It's cold out there. Tonight I hear that it's going to go below freezing point, yeah? That third time. I hear it's going to, low is 27 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going to be cold, so please stay warm.